back, back again, again. Radar's back, back, back. Tell a friend, friend, friend. I am back, baby. Has been way too fucking long, and I am very sorry about that, but I moved, and that took quite a bit of my time. The move took 2 whole weeks, which doesn't sound like a lot of time, because it wasn't. It was very, very fast paced for me and for pretty much anybody who has ever moved. And I was post surgery, which was great. I was actually, I think it was like 2 weeks out of surgery. Um, and then the month after that was just crazy and getting things just situated in the house and just yeah. So it's been crazy. So we are now in July and things are good. Um, and we'll get into all of that, but as you can see, we are not where we left off. I have completely started a brand new world. We're starting over fresh. We've got new mods as well. Um, I wanted to do something different. So we've got a whole new world, new mods, a new house. Everything is new. So, and I have I have already started playing, as you can see, because I wanted to not only jump right into it, but I wanted to I didn't want to waste any time. And this all of this took me a long time. I wanted to just get right into building the house, and I wanted to have pretty much everything already set up, so that way we could just chat. So as soon as people get in here and start asking questions and chit chatting and stuff like that, I could just already be building the house and stuff like that. So I've got 2 chests here filled with stuff. I have been busy. Um, and trust me, the house building is going to take time. Don't get me wrong, it's going to take time. And I'm probably still missing stuff, right? But this took me like all of yesterday, like this piddly amount, and then obviously the obelisk. All hail the obelisk. Um, all of this took time. This piddly little corner right here, all of this took all day yesterday. And then clearing all of this out and making this little space, because this was all filled with trees and grass and flowers and stuff like that, and this was not as flat as it was. All of this took a long time. Um, so, so yeah, I got all of this set up so we could just jump right into it. Let's start with a fresh, brand new day. We are jumping right into it. Let's get this shit started. I am so happy to be back. Oh, you have no idea. Let's go ahead and start with, you're gonna see these really pretty glowing blue flowers around. These are like ghost flowers. They're part of one of the mods that I installed. You turn them into ghost dye, and you combine them with certain food items that you feed to certain animals, and they can become ghost pets, which have certain powers and stuff like that, which is really cool. I haven't really played around with it yet. I should have probably tested it first. I tested out some of the other mods, which I'm super excited to show off, but that's the one I haven't really tested out yet. So I've made the dye, but I haven't really tested it on an animal or something yet. So we'll play around with that later. There was another mod that I did have installed, but it didn't play nice with the dragons mod, and I felt like the dragons mod was much more important. And that was, I had like a whole slew of animals, like a whole like wildlife update and a fish update. And the fish update did work fine, but I felt like why have like a whole slew of like fish and stuff like that if we couldn't like have all of the wilderness stuff? So, also, everything has a health bar and stuff like that. And you guys are really gonna like this. Hold on, this is gonna waste some of my axe and stuff, but I love this. Hold on. And if I fall, I also squeak. But hold on, watch it. And I also give off confetti. So, there's also like a little bit else to that. Like each different type of damage gives off a different color. Like magic gives off a different thing than like physical damage, and fire like hold on, you can't see that one. So yeah, so fire damage is orange. Hard to see it. And healing is green. So as I heal, it's green. I made it like super small so it wasn't as cursive. But yeah, no, super exciting. And yes, everything squeaks when it gets hurt because I figure, you know, dog, squeaky toy. It makes sense, okay? I don't know. I'm super excited to be back. If you can tell. So. This is what I have in my inventory right now on me. So we've got tools, we're ready to go. I don't really have the wood that I wanted to make my house out of, but you know, we gotta use what we have on hand. So, and we are currently on peaceful mode. I figured we'd wait until we had a house built before we switched to easy mode. I don't like playing in normal mode because I'm a big bubble blowing baby. Let's just be honest here. I never claimed that I was good at video games, okay? I play video games. I never claimed I was good at video games, okay? I play them to enjoy them, not to suffer. So, I have coal and charcoal in the stoves right now. So this is just what I've got going on. And again, all of this is stuffed together. So since we have it on hand, I think we'll just make the house out of birch. And then I don't know what we're going to do for the roof at the moment. See, that's the problem area that I didn't plan for, is I like to have like a contrast, and the oak is just not enough of a contrast. So, I think I'm going to have to go out and try to find dark oak, which might be a bit of a hunt. But I did make a compass, which, you know, is the most important. And I have a donkey. And he's already got his, like, little pack on him and stuff like that. So, we might have to go out and still find resources. So, like, again, even though I have a shit ton of stuff, it still might not be enough to finish the house. So, let's go ahead and set down the base of it. And let's see how big we want this. I mean, we've got space, right? And the thing is, we still want to have stone bricks at the end of this, because we have a trains mod. And I was mentioning this in Ty's, for those of you who are also here from Ty's server. I was mentioning this in Ty's stream that I was doing trains in Minecraft, which is the most autistic thing that you can say, possibly. I'm using these stone bricks to make a subway station. So we want to keep some of these left over because, yeah. We also have bees over here, which is like super convenient. I actually made the bees by like planting more trees. They were not here originally. So you can see that it's working because this is one of the merchants. He is selling some berries. These are good for the dragons. He also sells saddles and leads. Leads, I feel like buying leads is stupid because you can get them off of, you know, any of the spawning merchants. And then saddles also is kind of stupid to buy because you can make them out of leather. I actually made the saddle that's currently on my donkey by killing another donkey, which think about that however you wish. Contemplate that however you see fit. But the berries are important. So that is definitely worth the emeralds whenever I can get a hold of them. And then having the bees over here is very, very nice. If I can get more bees, or if I can actually somehow find something that has soft touch and move them closer, that would be great. So, and then I found out, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you have if I have one, 1 second. I know it's there. 1 second. My eyes are just not, my peepers are not peeping it. Okay. So I don't know where it is at the moment. My eyes probably are either not seeing it or I just don't have it. But yeah, no. So if you have a set of shears, where is it? I know I have it because I made my beds. Actually, you know what? I might have just killed sheep for that. It might have been in my other playthrough. So if you have if you have a pair of shears, if I can speak, you can actually use them on anything that has a lead, and the leads will just be snipped off. So instead of having to, say, kill this guy for his leads, I can just snip, and just take his leads. I can just steal them from him. Which, by the way, I don't think I've ever seen, like, a white and a cream together. Huh. I don't know why. I always figured it was, like... Yeah, never mind. I'm going crazy. Anyway, back to actually building the house instead of wasting. How big do we want to make this fucker? I'm going to say pretty feckin' big. I'm going to break this. Because we'll rebuild it afterward. And obviously you only get the coal back, which is kind of lame, but, yeah. Well, the charcoal, I mean. There we go. But we need the space. And then I'll need... Well, I guess he can stay there. I'm not gonna go, like, all the way to the edge. I need some back porch area. But we'll go about there. I want to make this pretty big. We're going to go even because we have a double bed. And we want to make sure that it's pretty good on both sides. We don't want it to, like, look odd. Can you... I'm going to have to kill these guys. Sorry, gotta commit murder. These guys are messing up the scenery. Anyway, I'll get more leaves and leather. Oh man, you messed up my flower. So does that look in the middle? Also, let me know if you guys see a dog, a wolf, because I have bones in like a chest. Up. Well then. Speak of the devil. Alright, anyway, as I was saying, so, he wanted to be mine, okay? He came to me. So, and I had just enough bones for that. You can't make that shit up. You can't. The timing on that. Anyway, hold on. You know, he's a good boy. He deserves this. I think I have some blue dye, actually. Somewhere. Yes, I do. There we go. That's a good boy. Alright. Now it's getting late again. See, this is why we're still in peaceful mode. Because I knew, even with everything in my inventory, I would still take way too fucking long to build the house. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but no stick drift. None at all. And that's because I got a new controller. And that was the other reason why I took so long to get back. I could not stand playing any longer with my old controllers. So I had to wait until I got a new controller. It was driving me knucking futs. So, but, yep, we got it fixed. I literally stayed like 3 controllers. And honestly, I'm thinking about, like, I read that you can go and get a controller sent in, and what they'll do is they'll go in the back and they'll solder the joysticks, so that way they'll never get stick drift ever again. But it's somewhat expensive. But hey, if they never get stick drift ever again, it's worth it. So I think the next time that happens, I'll get it done on this controller, and just have it like perma fixed, because it's just, I'm tired of it happening. So plus this controller works on it's a C cord instead of like the tiny little like the regular cords that they're on, the micro cords. And honestly, having everything on a universal cord is a lot better. I honestly should update my phone, because I'm still on an iPhone 11, and that's still on the lightning cord, and that's annoying when everything else in my house, except for my headphones, which is also on a micro cord, which is annoying. And also my AirPods are also on the lightning, but everything else is on a USB-C. So, and it's annoying because I'd rather everything just be on the same fucking cord. Anyway, I have a tendency to stop playing whenever, baby pig, whenever I'm talking, because I can't do 2 things at the same time. Anyway, let me put this away. Alright, and then put the lead away. A lead away, 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 a lead away. My dog's looking at me like I'm crazy. Okay. Is that centered? I don't know. I feel like we could go over. Like, hold on. Which way do we want to go over? 1, 2, I go over. Okay. There. Now we will be perfectly symmetrical. There we go. That'll do it. Don't make me have to kill you, pig. You're just a baby. You're an infant. You wouldn't even give me anything. Okay. Now we've run into a bit of a problem because now it might be too big. But we'll be even if we take 2 off of each side. Then 4, 4. They're doing the lawn care outside. Which is great for me when I'm trying to record. And then we'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How big do we want this? 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. Is this 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we just finish it off. I think that looks good. That looks like a mighty fine home. And you got plenty of room going around. Got plenty of room in the front. Yeah, that looks good. That looks like a good foundation. Alright. Put the stone bricks with the stone bricks. The snozberries taste like snozberries. Let's go ahead and do the floors while we're at it, since we're here, you know. Really just making this easy for ourselves. Really just building from the ground up. Oh. It's okay, we have more. We have the technology. Oh, wrong one. I saw white. That's the no snow for later. That's the wrong white powder. Hold on. Right, concrete powder, calcite. There we go. Oh, forgot. Yeah. There we go. The other thing is, I don't think I'll have enough concrete. Because I cannot stress this enough, I could not find enough flowers. Now you are going to need to come out of there. Come on. Come on. There we go. beds. Beds are going to go there and there. Because you need to have room for the bed frame. Really, just 100% building from the ground up. Okay, put this back and put that back. Okay. Now, let's see. Now we need the walls, which we've determined are going to be birch. So that is what we have. We're also going to need cobblestone. Here, let's start with the front. Let's see, how tall do we want this fecker? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still laugh every time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be tall enough, I think. If it's not, we can add more. But now we fill it in. I'm building a house. I'm building my house. There's a door frame. Still makes me laugh. Not the most enjoyable thing to watch, but you know, building a house, you know. And you know, nobody's in chat yet, so don't really have anything to like answer, you know. And yeah, the point is to like, you know, chill out and just be cozy, I guess. So if I do go quiet, it's because, you know, nobody's here and I'm just building away. Just the sounds of squeaks. just gets funnier. Oh, that was all of it. We. Woof woof. Yep. Don't worry about those because those are definitely going to be covered by the concrete. Which also reminds me these are going to have to come in one more. Oh. There we go. What, buddy? What? Okay, yeah. But it looks good so far on the outside. And then let's move this to the front. Here you. You being a stubborn mule. Actually, a stubborn donkey. There's actually mules in this game, so I can't really say that. I'll move them over here. Just for now. So I can figure out a better place for them. Oh, now it's raining. Now I feel bad. Need stairs. Specifically need 4, so... There's that. Point, 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 and point. There we go. Lovely. Nah, that'd be way too much. I was thinking like maybe we could do a stone roof, but that'd be like way too much, right? Yeah, because like I don't have nearly enough stone. That'd take forever. Probably definitely be better off just trying to find dark oak, right? Okay. Now I got my roses. Blink. And blink. Then I have, you know what? I forgot about diorite. Yeah, I knew I was gonna forget about stuff. I forgot about the ceiling. But that's okay. I'm sure there's diorite everywhere. So yeah, there's still stuff I gotta go get. So could I make this? Yeah, no, because oak is just not gonna look good. Because there's just not. See, this is oak, right? There's not gonna be enough color contrast. There's me being gay. Me being gay and like it's like and complaining about the color contrast of the wood in Minecraft for my house in Minecraft. But yeah, no, there's not going to be enough of a color difference, and it's going to bug me. So, anyway. Okay. And since we got nothing else, we might as well put this up. Put these in the corner. You won't be able to see these anyway. Okay, yeah, that works. See, the problem is I'm actually getting this wrong. Hold on. What am I doing? I got a shovel. Because I thought this out wrong. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why I thought of that, but I did. Cause like I gotta do this the way like I'm doing it because like I gotta put the water on first and then I gotta mine it out. I'm like, no, I can put it down first the way like it's supposed to be and then I can put the water on it. And I'm doing this the dumb way. So I'm tired. It's been a while, you know. I'm tired, you know, the move was long and, you know, not getting enough sleep, you know. It's fine. Honestly, rain should work for this. It should, but it doesn't. And that's stupid. It's water. Yeah, I should have enough. I think I planned this out perfectly. just put it over the doorway, it will fall. There we go. And then yes, I realized that like I'll have to put another thing up there because of the ceiling. That's okay. Since I'm not using this anymore. I'm out of concrete. Hold on. We need stairs. Yeah, honestly, that's a vibe. If it wasn't for the fact that like this would fall down, I'd leave it like that. That's kind of a vibe in how it looks. Too bad. Alright, let me get a bucket. And then I just gotta do a crap ton of diorite. Oh, and I also gotta do the windows. Oh, my bucket's already in my inventory. I'm good. That dog is a barking. Don't mind me just washing my walls. Should do it. Come over here. There we go. I gotta make some dog bed. Get that later. Hey, wait a minute, I'm missing one. How am I missing a rose bush? Why am I missing a rose bush? Save this for later, because you never know. And this. And now let's see about them windows. Where do I want to put them? Now we have a beautiful view outside. Do I have any other access to do? Make things a lot easier. And I'm out of glass. I wasn't expecting the windows to be so big. Let's make a frame for this clock. Should make a bunch of frames. I think I have some blow sacks. Yeah. Looks about as good as it's gonna get. Back up using concrete, which is not what material I was going to use. Okay. Alright, now I need more birch. See, I could have been as prepared as possible. I still wasn't underprepared, I swear. You gotta be shitting me. By one. I gotta have one box or something. Gotta replant. Deforestation is a problem. All for one. Could fill this in so that way it's, you know, less need for more diorite. It's gonna be covered anyway. My daughter's going crazy. Yeah. So all of that's gonna be covered, so don't worry about that. You guys won't see that once the roof is installed. Let me sleep. Let me sleep. Let me sleep. I just put my stuff back. Hold on. Oop. I could possibly replace one more of the concrete. Or I'll just destroy it because I don't need it. I know it's wasteful, but still. Alright. Let's finish the window, because that's going to be the easiest next step. Oops. Wrong tool. That should be enough. On here, might as well harvest this. Harvest it so we can plant more. Sugarcane pond. Oop. I don't think that one's mine. Nope, not mine. Alright. And then we need to move the stuff inside. This can be the garbage can in the back, though. Composter next to the trash can because that makes sense in any homestead. Oh, I almost forgot about this. Good lord. embedded into the wall. And then let's go ahead and finish the glass. Yeah. Oink. Here. Finish this. All hail the obelisk. All hail. One short. There we go. Beautiful. Not a bad view. They have a pretty view from no matter where you look at it. Got a nice view of the mountains. No, just need some furniture. Then obviously we need to make our thing right here. Put a... There we go. I need ladders. Well, 12 is enough to get us at least down enough. Not to look nice, you know. seems to be out of stone. Well. Diorite on me because I think that's going to be the next thing that we do. Oh, I have more laders here. Right here. Here. Actually, I might only need 4, really, in each corner. But, who knows? Okay, now we're getting this done. Oh, come off it. Which is actually kind of silly because I think I'm actually about to mine most parts, but yep, it's fine. Yeah, so it might have been silly that I did that. As per usual, I like to dig on the each by 10 on the 60, 50, 40, yada yada, and then 3 sections down. I think that's the best, and then have these not only as strip mines but as rooms, depending on which level we're at, what I need, yada yada. We are like 1 off from being all the way down for the next one. And we're down to diorite too, which is exactly what we needed. But that's okay because it's just enough. And since we have diorite to start, we can at least start on the ceiling. Alright. So, here's... oh. That actually is perfect. I think these are actually just going to be strip mines, because that is plenty enough rooms up there. That'll be perfect. Make the ceiling. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish off the ceiling, and that's going to be the last thing I do in this run, because I can hear my daughter being a menace, as she does. And, I mean, you know, she's going to do what she does. Lost my pickaxe there. So. But she's getting into the cabinets and whatnot. Tell you what, I'm going to actually finish the ceiling and on my own time, and when I get back, you guys will see that finished. But I gotta go get her, because I don't know what she's doing. All I hear is cabinets slamming, and you know, being a dad doesn't stop. So I will see you guys next time. So yeah, oh god, what was my outro again? Stay furry, my friends. Something like that. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Later. Bye.